Hello, and welcome to the Rocker Swing Intermediate class. The rocker swing is a partial swing where we stay nice and low in the seat without the full extension of our legs. This class does not have any music, so make sure you put your own tunes and turn them way up. We'll be using two weights, a medium to light kettlebell. This is a 10-kilo bell that I'll be using, and a medium to heavy dumbbell. This is a 17-pound dumbbell. We're going to start in child's pose. So come down onto your mat with your knees wide, your big toes touching. Send your hips back on your heels. Reach your fingertips super far forward. Press your forehead to the floor and start to breathe deeply and slowly. This is an intermediate class. I recommend the rocker swing beginner class for right before. And then I also recommend the rocker swing stretch class for right after. Start to walk your fingertips over towards the right side of the mat. Stack your hands and feel a stretch in the left half of your body. Pressing your hip bones back on your heels, breathing through the side of the rib cage. Walk your hands over to the left side of the mat, stack your hands, and start to breathe into the right side of your rib cage. Wrist stretch. Walk your hands to center, inhale up to a tabletop position with your hands under your chest and your knees under your hips, and start to pedal out your hands. You want to shift the weight from palm to palm, walking your fingertips around the side, back towards the knees, and around towards the front. Do this 3 times. Walk your fingertips open so they point away from each other, plant your palms, and then make circles with your torso. You're stirring your arm in your shoulder socket. Circles in one direction and circles in the other direction. Flip one palm over. Spread your fingers wide and start to rock forward and back, applying very little gentle pressure to the back of the hand. Switch hands when you're ready. Do each hand like 2 or 3 times. Cat-cow. Fingertips point forward. Inhale, lift the chest and lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine and push down. Inhale, arch the back, eyes look up. Exhale, push down with the tops of the feet and your shins. Full deep inhale gets a little longer, and full deep exhale gets a little slower. Continue with about 3 to 4 rounds of breath on your own. Last full inhale and last full exhale. Come to a neutral position, extend one leg behind you, straighten out the leg and start to rock forward and back. Make circles with your ankle, opening up any stiffness in the ankle and foot. Switch legs and do the other leg. Downward facing dog. Sit bones to the sky, eyes look to the ankles, press down in the heels of your hands, and pedal it out. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee, lots of movement, lots of wobble side to side. This might be your first down dog of the day, so really take your time. Now, bend both knees equally and get your chest closer to your thighs. Pulse here, bending and straightening the legs, really focusing on opening up through the upper chest. Vinyasa. Inhale to a high plank position, modify with the knees down. Lower to a low push-up or all the way to the ground. Full upward dog or baby cobra, with your hands by your rib cage. Inhale, head and chest lift. Your eyes look down to the front corner of the mat. When you're ready, press back to a downward facing dog. We'll do 3 more vinyasas. You can do them on your own or you can follow along. Inhale to a high plank, modify with the knees down. Exhale to a low push-up or all the way to the ground. Inhale to an upward facing dog or a baby cobra, and exhale back to a downward facing dog. Meet us back in downward facing dog. Dragon twist. Lift your right leg to the sky, stack open the hips, roll out the ankle, wiggle the toes, and step your foot outside your hand. Pry your knee open, push away from your body. On your inhale, right hand to the sky, eyes look up. Exhale, touch your left kneecap. Inhale, hand to the sky. Exhale, touch the knee, keeping the hips low, and your right foot turned away from the body. Do this 8 times on your own. Switch sides. Press back to downward facing dog. Left leg rises to the sky. Roll out your ankle, wiggle your toes, and when you're ready, step your left foot outside the left hand. Push the knee away from you, looking over your shoulder, prying your hips open. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, touch right kneecap. Inhale to lift, and exhale, dive down, touch the knee. Do this 8 times on your own, keeping your hips low, your belly active, and your back leg straight. Place both hands down, step both feet outside your hands, sit low in a deep squat. Pry your thighs open with your forearms and your elbows. Finding a malasana, your hips are low by the heels, your palms press in front of the chest. You lift the heart, roll the shoulders back, and try to find a nice deep squat. And just pause and breathe here. Dragon walk. Walk both feet back to plank and both feet forward to the squat. Forward and back, stepping your feet outside the hands, but your toes come forward in line with the fingertips. Do 5 more. Swing. Walk both feet forward. Bring your kettlebell forward to the front edge of the mat. This is a 2-handed swing. We'll be doing 4 sets. Swinging to chest height, keeping it close to the groin on the downswing. The bell starts forward. You're in a kettlebell stance. You have a straight line from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Your belly is tight, both hands on bell. Hike through the legs, exhale to chest height, through the legs, exhale to chest height. Each time it goes through the groin, you want the handlebar to squeeze past your inner thighs with your wrists real close to your pubic bone. Each time you stand up, you exhale, squeeze the glutes, engage the legs, and just stand up tall. Resist over pressing your hips forward. Bells come down, and just shake it out. Windshield wipe side to side. We have 3 more to do. We're doing 10 swings each set. In position, get ready, and go. 10 swings. If you're not familiar with swings, I highly recommend taking the entire swing series available on my channel. Bells down, and just windshield wipe the arms. This light lower back twist alleviates any pressure, and if you do feel lower back discomfort, make sure that your belly is braced the entire time you're hinging and standing, and that your lats are engaged as well. Third set, and go. 10 swings. Bells down, shake it out. Light twist, allow your arms to relax and hit the sides of your body. We have one more set. In position, final 10 swings, and go. And bells down. Nice job. Take a knee, get some water, recover. Halo. Move your kettlebell off the front end of your mat and grab your dumbbell. We're going to step forward to a kneeling position. Your left foot forward, your right knee down, your right leg is at a 45. Grab the edges of the dumbbell. Bring the dumbbell to your left ear, back of the head, right ear, and under the chin. It's a circle going towards the left side, back, right, and to the front. As you make this halo around your head is still unstable. Resist dipping and dodging to avoid the bell. You want to open the shoulder and build shoulder stability by moving the bell around your head. Your head is still, your chin is level to the floor, your rib cage tight. Your goal is 10 in this direction. After your 10, let's switch sides. Place the bell down, switch your legs. Right foot to the floor, left knee down at a 45-degree angle, grab the edges of the dumbbell, bring the dumbbell to your right ear, now the back of the head, left ear, and in front of the chin. Again, we're going to the right side, back of the head, left, and front. Big circles in this direction, 10 of them. Your chin is level, your head is still, you're opening and working shoulders, moving the weight around your head. First set is done. You can do your second set with the dumbbell again, or you can progress and move on to using the kettlebell. Bring the kettlebell forward. Your left foot is forward, right leg back at a 45-degree angle. Insert your thumbs from the front. So spread your fingers wide, insert your thumbs, and bottoms up the bell. The bottom of the bell will be under your chin, pointing to the sky. Bring the bell to the left ear, back of the head, right ear, in front of the chin. You have 10 in this direction. The kettlebell has more weight towards the back when it comes behind your head. So you're working wrist and forearm strength in addition to shoulder mobility. Grip the ground with your left foot and try to pull your left heel towards you to activate the left hamstring. Your right glute is flexed the entire time, and let's switch sides. Insert your hands from the front, bottoms of the bell, bell to the right ear, back of the head, left, and in the front. 10 in this direction. Nice job. Side plank. Move the bell off the front end of the mat. Come down onto your forearms. Modify on the knees, lengthening the lower spine and really scooping in through the belly, or finding your plank position. Drop your heels to one side, opposite hand to the sky, and then switch. Side plank to side plank. Your goal is 10 in total. Your inner thighs activate by pressing in through the inside arch of your foot. So you need to make sure your feet are far enough apart so that the whole edge side of your foot can touch the ground. Keep your hips lifted. Resist sagging in your side plank. Level changes. Modify on the knees. From a high plank position, lower down onto the forearms. Come back up into the plank on hands. Each time you replace your hand with your elbow and you replace your elbow with your palm. This ensures that your hands and your elbows stay directly underneath your shoulders. Your goal is 10 of them, modified or in full plank. Swing squat. Hop both feet forward, grab your kettlebell, and bring the bell to the front end of the mat. Leave the bell there and come up to a standing position, eyes on me. This is a dynamic movement where we add motion at the top of the swing. You hinge and then stand, and the bell floats at chest height. You have time to do some stuff while it's up there. In some classes, we'll clap while the bell floats and we'll release our hands off the bell. But in this class, we're gonna squat. So here we sit in the squat. It's not a deep or a full squat, it's like a little quarter squat. Try it with me, a teeny quarter squat. Do like 4 or 5. You're just sending your hips back, bending your knees, and your knees stack over. We hinge, then we stand up and we do a quarter squat. Hinge, and then stand to a quarter squat. You're standing all the way up in between the hinge and the quarter squat. It's one of each. So you'll watch my first set. I hike through the legs, stand tall, hike through the legs, stand tall. This is our normal swing. In other previous classes, we have released the bell, and at the top, it hovers in the air in front of our face with our hands away from it, but this time we're gonna squat. It's a swing and a hinge. Then a stand up and a little tiny squat. Swing, stand, squat. Swing, stand, squat. Swing, stand, squat. It's all about timing. Learning where the bell is gonna hover in the air for us to have time to squat. So we'll try it. Hinge, stand, squat. Hinge, stand, squat. Hinge, stand, squat. Do it with me. Hinge, stand, squat. Hinge, stand, squat. The squat kind of happens on the way up from the hinge. So you're pressing the hips forward and then sinking the hips back. Okay, we'll do it together. 4 sets, 10 reps each set. Get yourself ready. I can't swing with a bun, so I'm going to take my hair out. You're in position, first round, and go. Swing and little squat on the way up as you stand up. It's very quick and it's going to feel super awkward at first, but we have 3 more tries after this. Bells down. Shake it out. Windshield wipe the arms, maybe tap the toe forward, allow your lower back to release. Second set. Both hands on bell. Hike through the groin, stand, and little tiny quarter squat. Make it small at start. The entire time your belly is braced, your quads will really feel this, your lats are engaged, and bells come down. Windshield wipe, shake it out, little twist. Next set. Number 3. Hands on bell. Go. 10. Each time it's through the legs, your hands are close to the groin. Each time the bell comes up, as it rises to chest height, you sink your hips low for a teeny, quick squat. Bells down and shake it out. This is our last set. If you didn't get it, then you can pause the video and try a couple more times on your own, or you can keep watching. Number 4, in position, hands on bell, and go. 10 of them. Bells down. Nice job. Take a knee and get some water. Kneeling pullover. Covered in the beginning class, let's utilize our medium-sized dumbbell for this. Bring the dumbbell forward to the front of the mat. Set back on your heels. We'll try this without the dumbbell first. Your hands are on your hips. You're sitting on your toes. Step the left foot forward and step the right foot forward. Alternate between right and left side. As you're stepping forward, you're opening the front of the opposite hip flexor, and you need to stabilize and contract inner groin, inner thighs. Let's try it with the dumbbell. Grab the dumbbell from the outside edges. Bring it in front of the chest. Step forward and pull it over the head. The overhead position has a tricep extension. Your triceps have to work to get it back to center. As you step forward, you pull over, and as you step back, you come back to center. Do 10 on your own, alternating between right and left side. If you're lost with this, I recommend taking the rocker swing beginner class that covers all of the foundational movements before we get to this part. Rocker swing. Move the dumbbell forward off the front end of the mat. Bring your kettlebell forward, and let's come to a standing position. The rocker swing is a low hinge. We never stand up all the way up. So you can watch me, but we'll do 3 rounds. You hinge at the hips and stay nice and low, and then we're going to add the squat for 3 rounds afterwards. The bell is in the front end of the mat. Find your kettlebell stance. Both hands are on the bell. You hike through the groin and just sit the weight back in the heels. This is not a full swing, it's just a quarter swing, a rocker swing. Even though you're sitting low, your hands are still close to the groin. Shake it out, windshield wipe, and we'll do our next set. The primary movers here are our quads, so your quads will start to fatigue. Both hands on bell, hike through the legs, and rocker swing. Just stay low. Resist standing up. Your chest hinges forward, your chest comes back up to a vertical position, but you stay low with bent knees. Your belly is tight and hands are close to the groin. Bells down, shake it out. Your quads should start to tire. That's good. We've got another set. In position, hands on bell, and go. 10 of them. My body is not lifting with my arms. The bell is lifting because of the momentum of my hips. Rocker swing with the squat. Now we add the squat in between the swing. Just like before, we have 3 sets. In position, hands on bell. You'll watch me first. Hike through the leg and sit low. Now we find a full squat where our hips are low in line with the knees. This is actually easier and more convenient in the rocker swing than it is where we do a full swing. So let's try it together. 3 sets, 10 reps each. In position, hands on bell, go. Hike through the legs, sit in the squat. Stay low, resist standing all the way up. The power of the bell coming forward allows your hips to go back pretty easily. Your quads feel this and your glutes. Bell's down. Shake it out. Hope that felt good. Your butt should feel it, your quads should feel it. You know you're doing a good job if that's where it's sore. Let's go ahead and prep for round 2. Again, it's 10 reps in total. In position, hands on bell, and go. Bell's down. Shake it out. Little recovery. Hammer it out, twist it out, whatever you need to do. Last round, and then our cool down. In position. Both hands on bell, and go. And bell's down. Nice job. Take a knee, move the bell forward off the front end of the mat, and get some water. Great job. Windshield knees. Sit on your butt with your hands behind your back, your legs are bent, and windshield wipe your knees side to side. This is a very quick recovery because I provide a rocker swing stretch class that I recommend taking after this. It's a full 20 minutes, specifically designed to counter the rocker swing. Reverse tabletop. Knees come to center and fingertips point forward towards the toes. Exhale to lift the hips and inhale to lower. You're lifting the hips in line with your knees and your shoulders, countering the shoulder rotation and opening up through the hip flexors. Figure 4. Sit your bum down, come back to your elbows, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Now press up through the hands and sit tall. You want a flat back and open chest, pushing your heart forward towards your shin. Your right toes flex back and your knee moves away from the chest. Hamstring stretch. Extend your left leg flat and bring your right heel to your groin. Small pulses over the left leg. Do 10. Make sure your left toes are flexed back, and if you can, pull your kneecap up to engage your quad muscle, which is going to tell your hamstring to release. Half hero. Bring your right ankle outside the right hip. Roll a calf muscle out of the way so that the sit bones can be level and come back to your forearms. You're on the top of your right foot. Your right knee is down, feeling the big quad stretch. On your next inhale, press up through hands, unwind, release the leg, and shake it out. Figure 4 on the other side. Left ankle crosses, press up to hands, flex your toes back, move your chest closer to your shins. Hamstring stretch. Extend the right leg flat, Left ankle to groin, small pulses over the right leg, toes are flexed. Pull up the quad muscle to release the hamstring. Half hero. Bring your left ankle outside of the left hip bone. You're on the top of that foot. Roll your calf muscle out of the way so both sit bones can be level. Rest back on your forearms. Your goal is to keep your left knee glued to the ground and feel the top of the quad stretch. On your next inhale, press up to hands, release, and shake it out. Thank you for joining me today. I recommend the Rocker Swing Stretch class or the Rocker Swing Advanced class next. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.